Hello, and welcome back to Elevate with Purpose. Today, you're listening to The Science of Success, Habits, EQ, and Mindset, Unlocking Your Potential Through Science-Backed Strategies, brought to you by Elevate with Purpose. Get ready to dive into the proven habits, emotional intelligence, and mindset shifts that can transform your life. Introduction: The Blueprint for Success. What does it take to succeed? Is it raw talent, luck, or something deeper? Something we can all cultivate within ourselves. Success is not an accident. It's not reserved for a select few who were born with extraordinary gifts. Instead, science shows us that success is built on a foundation of deliberate habits, emotional intelligence, EQ, and a mindset geared toward growth. These three pillars, habits, EQ, and mindset, are the blueprint for unlocking your potential and achieving meaningful, lasting success. Think about the people you admire most. Whether they're entrepreneurs, artists, athletes, or leaders, they all share common traits: discipline in their daily routines, the ability to navigate challenges with resilience, and a deep understanding of themselves and others. They've mastered the art of working smarter, not just harder. And here's the good news: you can too. But before we dive into the specifics, let's address a critical question. Why do some people achieve incredible success while others struggle to make progress? The answer lies not in external factors like wealth or privilege, but in internal ones: our habits, our emotional awareness, and our beliefs about what's possible. The power of habits. Habits are the invisible architecture of our lives. They shape how we spend our time, how we respond to challenges, and ultimately, who we become. Research shows that nearly 40% of our daily actions are driven by habits, not conscious decisions. This means that the small choices we make every day, whether it's waking up early, exercising, or scrolling through social media, can either propel us toward success or hold us back. Consider this: if you save just $5 a day by skipping that extra cup of coffee, you could save over $1,800 in a year. Similarly, if you dedicate just 30 minutes a day to learning a new skill, you'd have invested nearly 200 hours in personal growth by the end of the year. Small actions, when repeated consistently, lead to extraordinary results. In Chapter 1, we'll explore the science of habit formation and how you can harness its power to create positive change. Emotional intelligence, the hidden key to success. While habits lay the groundwork for success, emotional intelligence, EQ, is what allows us to navigate the complexities of human relationships and our inner world. EQ refers to our ability to recognize, understand, and manage our emotions, as well as the emotions of others. Studies show that EQ is a stronger predictor of success than IQ in many areas of life, including leadership, teamwork, and personal fulfillment. Think about the last time you faced a difficult conversation or a stressful situation. How did you respond? Did you react impulsively? Or did you pause, reflect, and choose a thoughtful course of action? People with high EQ are better equipped to handle life's ups and downs because they understand their emotions and use them as tools rather than obstacles. In Chapter 2, we'll delve into the 5 components of EQ: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, and provide practical strategies to boost your emotional intelligence. Growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Finally, no discussion of success would be complete without addressing mindset. Our beliefs about our abilities play a crucial role in determining how far we're willing to go to achieve our goals. A fixed mindset, The belief that our talents and intelligence are set in stone can limit our potential and discourage us from taking risks. On the other hand, a growth mindset, the belief that we can improve through effort and learning, opens the door to endless possibilities. Take the story of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His relentless curiosity and willingness to learn from mistakes ultimately led to the invention of the light bulb. In Chapter 3, we'll explore the transformative power of adopting a growth mindset and provide actionable tips to help you reframe challenges as opportunities. Why this book matters. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, the path to success can feel overwhelming. There's no shortage of advice on how to hack productivity, achieve financial freedom, or find happiness. But much of this advice misses the mark because it fails to address the core principles that truly drive success: habits, EQ, and mindset. This book is different. The Science of Success is grounded in research and real-world examples, offering practical tools and strategies you can apply immediately. Whether you're looking to advance in your career, improve your relationships, or simply become the best version of yourself, you'll find valuable insights and inspiration on these pages. Your journey starts here. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's about making intentional choices every day to move closer to your goals. It's about embracing failure as a teacher, celebrating small wins, and staying committed to the process, even when the results aren't immediate. In the chapters ahead, we'll explore 1. How to build habits that stick and transform your life over time. 2. Why emotional intelligence is the secret weapon of top performers and how you can develop it. 3. How to shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset and unlock your full potential. 4th, practical tools and exercises to help you stay disciplined, resilient, and focused. You'll also hear stories of individuals who overcame adversity, broke through barriers, and achieved remarkable success, not because they were born with special talents, but because they cultivated the right habits, sharpened their EQ, and adopted a growth-oriented mindset. So, whether you're just starting on your journey or looking to take your success to the next level, you're in the right place. Let's uncover the science behind success and start building your path forward. Are you ready? Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Power of Habits. The invisible forces that shape our lives. Sounds like a dream, right? But what if I told you that this level of consistency is not only possible, but entirely within your control? The secret lies in understanding and mastering the power of habits. Habits are the invisible forces that shape our lives. They govern everything we do, from brushing our teeth to responding to stress. Research shows that nearly 40% of our daily actions are driven by habits, not conscious decisions. This means that the small choices we make every day, whether it's scrolling through social media or dedicating time to learning a new skill, can either propel us toward success or hold us back. But here's the good news. Habits are not fixed. They can be created, changed, and optimized. By understanding the science of habit formation, you can take control of your life and build routines that align with your goals. The science of habit formation. At its core, a habit is a behavior that has been repeated enough times to become automatic. According to Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habit, every habit follows a simple three-step loop known as the habit loop. 1. Cue, a trigger that tells your brain to go into automatic mode and initiate a behavior. 2. Routine, the behavior itself, which can be physical, mental, or emotional. 3. Reward, the positive reinforcement that helps your brain remember the habit loop in the future. For example, 1. Cue. Your alarm clock rings at 6 a.m. 2. Routine. You get out of bed and go for a run. 3. Reward. You feel energized and proud of yourself, which motivates you to repeat the behavior tomorrow. Understanding this loop is key to building good habits and breaking bad ones. Let's break it down further. Why habits are so powerful. Habits are powerful because they allow us to perform tasks without expending much mental energy. Think about driving a car. When you first learned, you had to consciously think about every action, steering, braking, checking mirrors. But over time, these actions became automatic, freeing up your brain to focus on other things, like navigating or listening to music. This automation is crucial for success because it allows us to conserve willpower. Willpower is a finite resource, and relying on it to complete every task would quickly lead to burnout. By turning behaviors into habits, we reduce the need for constant decision-making and self-discipline. For example, 1. If you've built the habit of going to the gym every morning, you don't have to debate whether or not to go. You just do it. 2. If you've established a habit of reading before bed, you don't have to convince yourself to pick up a book. It's simply part of your routine. How to build good habits. Building a new habit doesn't have to be overwhelming. Here are some science-backed strategies to help you create positive routines. Start small. The 2-minute rule. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to build a new habit is aiming too high. Instead, start with something so small that it takes less than 2 minutes to complete. For example, 1. Instead of committing to an hour-long workout, start by putting on your running shoes. 2. Instead of reading 50 pages a day, commit to reading 1 paragraph. Once the initial step feels easy, you can gradually increase the intensity or duration. Why does this work? Because starting is often the hardest part. By making the first step ridiculously easy, you eliminate resistance and build momentum. Stack your habits. 1. Pair a new habit with an existing one to make it easier to remember. This technique, called habit stacking, leverages the power of context. For example, 1. After brushing your teeth, existing habit, meditate for 2 minutes, new habit. 2. After finishing dinner, existing habit, write in your journal for 5 minutes, new habit. By linking new behaviors to established routines, you create natural triggers that make it easier to stick to your goals. Design your environment. 1. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your habits. Make it easier to do the right thing by removing obstacles and adding cues. For example, 1. Keep a water bottle on your desk to encourage hydration. 2. Leave your gym bag by the door to remind yourself to work out. 3. Remove distractions, like your phone, when you're trying to focus on deep work. Research shows that environmental cues can significantly influence behavior. If you want to build a habit, design your surroundings to support it. Celebrate small wins. 1. Rewards are what reinforce habits. Celebrate even the smallest victories to keep yourself motivated. For example, 1. Treat yourself to a favorite snack after completing a task. 2. Take a moment to reflect on how good it feels to stick to your routine. Positive reinforcement strengthens the habit loop, making it more likely that you'll repeat the behavior in the future. Track your progress. 1. Tracking your habits provides accountability and motivation. Use a habit tracker app or a simple calendar to mark each day you complete your desired behavior. Seeing streaks of consistency can be incredibly rewarding and encourage you to keep going. How to break bad habits. Breaking bad habits requires understanding the habit loop and disrupting it. Here's how. Identify the cue one. What triggers the behavior? Is it boredom, stress, or a specific time of day? Awareness is the first step to change. For example, 1. If you tend to snack late at night, ask yourself, am I truly hungry or am I bored? 2. If you check your phone constantly, notice what prompts you to reach for it. Is it anxiety, habit, or a notification? Replace the routine one. Instead of trying to eliminate a bad habit, replace it with a healthier alternative. For example, 1. If you tend to snack late at night, replace chips with fruit or nuts. 2. If you scroll through social media when you're bored, try reading a book or going for a walk instead. Substituting a new behavior for an old one is more effective than trying to suppress the habit entirely. Remove the reward one. Without a reward, the habit loop breaks. For example, 1. If you're trying to quit smoking, avoid situations where you associate smoking with relaxation or socializing. 2. If you're trying to stop procrastinating, remove the immediate gratification of distractions like TV or social media. Change your environment. 1. Since the environment plays such a critical role in habit formation, altering your surroundings can help you break bad habits. For example, 1. If you want to stop eating junk food, don't keep it in the house. 2. If you want to stop wasting time on your phone, put it in another room while you work. The compound effect of habits. One of the most powerful aspects of habits is their ability to compound over time. Just as small financial investments grow through compound interest, small daily actions lead to extraordinary results. Consider these examples. 1. Reading just 10 pages a day adds up to over 3,600 pages in a year, enough to read 12 books. 2. Saving $10 a day could grow into thousands of dollars over time. 3. Practicing a musical instrument for 15 minutes daily could lead to mastery in a few years. This principle, often called the 1% rule, states that improving by just 1% every day leads to exponential growth over time. Conversely, neglecting small improvements can lead to significant declines. As James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, puts it, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. To illustrate this, imagine two people. Person A improves by 1% every day, while Person B declines by 1% every day. Over a year, Person A's improvement compounds to nearly 37 times their starting point, while Person B's decline reduces them to almost nothing. The difference between success and stagnation often comes down to tiny, consistent actions. Real-life examples of habit mastery. Let's look at some inspiring examples of individuals who transform their lives through habits. Benjamin Franklin. 1. Known as one of America's founding fathers, Franklin attributed much of his success to his daily routine. He followed a strict schedule that included time for reflection, learning, and productivity. His famous saying, "Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise," reflects his belief in the power of consistent habits. Jerry Seinfeld, first comedian Jerry Seinfeld, credits his success to a simple habit, writing jokes every day. He marked each day he wrote with a red X on his calendar, creating a chain of productivity. His advice? Don't break the chain. Oprah Winfrey. 1. Oprah has spoken openly about her habit of journaling and meditation, which she credits for helping her stay grounded and focused, despite her demanding career. Stephen King. 1. Best-selling author, Stephen King writes 2,000 words every single day, no matter what. This habit has allowed him to publish over 60 novels and countless short stories. Michael Phelps, first Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps, maintained a rigorous training schedule, practicing in the pool for hours every day. His dedication to habit building helped him win 28 Olympic medals. Actionable tips for building better habits. Here are some practical steps you can take today to start building better habits. 1. Write down your goals. Be specific about what you want to achieve and why. 2. Track your progress. Use a habit tracker app or journal to monitor your consistency. 3. Find accountability. Share your goals with a friend or join a community to stay motivated. 4. Be patient. Remember, habits take time to form. Research suggests it can take anywhere from 21 to 66 days to build a new habit, depending on the complexity. 5. Focus on identity. Instead of focusing solely on outcomes, focus on becoming the type of person who embodies your desired habits. For example, instead of saying, "I want to lose weight," say, "I am someone who prioritizes health." Conclusion: harnessing the power of habits. Habits are the foundation of success. They allow us to automate behaviors, conserve mental energy, and focus on what truly matters. By understanding the science of habit formation and implementing strategies like starting small, stacking habits, and celebrating wins, you can create routines that support your goals. As you move forward, remember this: success is not about perfection, it's about progress. Every small action you take today builds the momentum you need to achieve greatness tomorrow. In the next chapter, we'll explore the second pillar of success, emotional intelligence, EQ. But for now, take a moment to reflect on your habits. What's one small change you can make today to move closer to your goals? Chapter 2, Emotional Intelligence, EQ, the hidden key to success. The power within, why EQ matters more than IQ. Imagine two people with similar levels of intelligence, education, and experience. One rises to the top of their field, while the other struggles to advance. What sets them apart? Often, the difference lies not in their technical skills or knowledge, but in their ability to understand and manage emotions, both their own and those of others. This ability is known as emotional intelligence, EQ, and it's one of the most powerful predictors of success in life and work. While IQ measures cognitive abilities like problem solving and reasoning, EQ focuses on emotional awareness, self-regulation, empathy, and social skills. Research shows that EQ accounts for nearly 58% of job performance across all industries, and 90% of top performers have high emotional intelligence. Studies suggest that EQ is twice as important as IQ when it comes to predicting success. But what exactly is emotional intelligence, and why does it matter so much? Let's break it down. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence refers to our ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. Psychologist Daniel Goleman, who popularized the concept in his book Emotional Intelligence, identifies 5 key components of EQ. 1. Self-awareness, the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions and how they affect your thoughts and behavior. 2. Self-regulation, the ability to control impulsive feelings and behaviors, manage stress, and adapt to changing circumstances. 3rd, motivation, a passion for achievement that goes beyond external rewards like money or status. 4. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, fostering deeper connections and trust. 5. Social skills, the ability to build and maintain healthy relationships, communicate effectively, and resolve conflicts. Each of these components plays a crucial role in personal and professional success. Let's explore them in detail. 1. Self-awareness, the foundation of EQ. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. It involves being in tune with your emotions, recognizing their triggers, and understanding how they influence your decisions and actions. Without self-awareness, it's easy to fall into patterns of reactive behavior, lashing out in anger, shutting down under stress, or making impulsive decisions. For example, 1. If you're aware that you tend to get defensive during feedback sessions, you can take steps to remain calm and open-minded. 2. If you notice that certain situations trigger anxiety, you can prepare strategies to manage your stress. Developing self-awareness requires intentional effort. Here are some ways to cultivate it. 1. Journaling. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on your emotions. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? 2. Mindfulness practices. Meditation and deep breathing exercises can help you become more present and attuned to your emotions. 3. Seek feedback. Ask trusted friends, family members, or colleagues for honest feedback about your strengths and areas for improvement. 2. Self-regulation, mastering your emotions. Once you're aware of your emotions, the next step is learning how to regulate them. Self-regulation is the ability to pause and choose how you respond, rather than reacting impulsively. It's about staying calm under pressure, managing stress, and maintaining integrity even in challenging situations. Think about the last time you faced a difficult conversation or a stressful deadline. How did you respond? Did you react impulsively, or did you pause, reflect, and choose a thoughtful course of action? People with strong self-regulation skills are better equipped to handle life's ups and downs because they use their emotions as tools rather than obstacles. Here are some strategies to improve self-regulation. 1. Pause before reacting. When you feel triggered, take a deep breath and count to 10 before responding. This simple act can prevent knee-jerk reactions. 2. Reframe negative thoughts. Instead of dwelling on setbacks, reframe them as opportunities for growth. For example, instead of thinking, "I failed," tell yourself, "This is a chance to learn." 3. Practice stress management. Techniques like exercise, meditation, and journaling can help you stay grounded during tough times. 3. Motivation. Fueling your drive. Motivation is the inner fire that drives us to achieve our goals. Unlike external motivators like money or recognition, intrinsic motivation comes from within. It's fueled by a sense of purpose, passion, and personal fulfillment. People with high EQ are deeply motivated by a desire to grow, learn, and make a difference. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, who faced countless rejections before publishing Harry Potter. Her unwavering belief in her vision and her resilience in the face of adversity were driven by intrinsic motivation. She wasn't writing for fame or fortune, she was writing because she loved storytelling. To cultivate motivation, ask yourself, 1. What truly matters to me? Identify your core values and align your goals with them. 2. How can I celebrate progress? Break big goals into smaller milestones and reward yourself along the way. 3. Who inspires me? Surround yourself with people who embody the qualities you admire. 4. Empathy. Connecting with others. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand their feelings and perspectives. It's the glue that holds relationships together, whether in personal life or professional settings. Leaders with high empathy are better at resolving conflicts, inspiring teams, and building trust. For example, 1. A manager who notices an employee seems stressed might offer support or adjust deadlines. 2. A friend who listens attentively and validates your feelings strengthens your bond. Developing empathy requires active listening and curiosity about others. Here are some tips. 1. Listen without interrupting. Focus on what the other person is saying rather than planning your response. 2. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage others to share their thoughts and feelings. 3. Practice perspective taking. Imagine how someone else might feel in a given situation. 5. Social skills. Building strong relationships. Social skills are the culmination of all the other components of EQ. They involve the ability to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts, and inspire others. People with strong social skills are often seen as natural leaders because they create positive environments and foster collaboration. For instance, 1. A team leader who encourages open communication and values diverse opinions builds a culture of trust and innovation. 2. A salesperson who genuinely connects with clients and understands their needs closes more deals. To improve your social skills. 1. Practice active listening. Show genuine interest in others by nodding, making eye contact, and summarizing their points. 2. Be mindful of nonverbal cues. Pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. 3. Resolve conflicts constructively. Focus on finding solutions rather than assigning blame. Why EQ is essential for success. Emotional intelligence is not just a soft skill, it's a critical factor in achieving success. Here's why. 1. Better relationships. High EQ helps you connect with others, build trust, and resolve conflicts effectively. 2. Improved leadership. Leaders with high EQ inspire and motivate their teams, creating a positive work environment. 3. Enhanced decision-making. By understanding your emotions and their impact, you can make more rational, informed decisions. 4. Greater resilience. EQ equips you to handle stress, setbacks, and challenges with grace and determination. 5. Increased job satisfaction. People with high EQ tend to enjoy their work more because they're better at managing stress and building strong relationships. Real-life examples of high EQ. Let's look at some inspiring examples of individuals who leveraged emotional intelligence to achieve extraordinary success. Oprah Winfrey. 1. Oprah's ability to connect with her audience stems from her deep empathy and self-awareness. She openly shares her struggles and triumphs, creating a sense of authenticity and trust. Richard Branson. 1. As the founder of Virgin Group, Branson attributes much of his success to his focus on relationships. He prioritizes employee happiness and fosters a culture of collaboration and innovation. Malala Yousafzai. 1. Malala's courage and resilience in advocating for girls' education demonstrate incredible self-regulation and motivation. Despite facing immense adversity, she remains steadfast in her mission. Satya Nadella. 1. Under Nadella's leadership, Microsoft shifted its culture to prioritize empathy and collaboration. His emphasis on EQ has revitalized the company and inspired its employees. Actionable tips for developing EQ. Here are some practical steps you can take today to boost your emotional intelligence. 1. Practice. Daily reflection. Spend 5 to 10 minutes journaling about your emotions and interactions. 2. Seek feedback. Regularly. Ask others how you can improve your communication and relationship building skills. 3. Learn to manage stress. Incorporate mindfulness practices like meditation or yoga into your routine. 4. Read books on EQ. Explore works like Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman or Dare to Lead by Brené Brown. 5. Volunteer or mentor. Helping others builds empathy and strengthens your social skills. Conclusion: unlocking the power of EQ. Emotional intelligence is not something you're born with. It's a skill you can develop over time. By cultivating self-awareness, mastering self-regulation, fueling your motivation, practicing empathy, and honing your social skills, you can unlock your full potential and achieve lasting success. As you move forward, remember this: EQ is not just about understanding emotions. It's about using that understanding to create meaningful connections, navigate challenges, and lead with purpose. In the next chapter, we'll explore the transformative power of mindset and how adopting a growth-oriented perspective can propel you toward your goals. Chapter 3: Growth Mindset versus Fixed Mindset. Unlocking your potential. The power of belief, how your mindset shapes your life. What determines whether you succeed or fail? Is it talent, intelligence, or something deeper? Something as simple as the way you think about your abilities? According to psychologist Carol Dweck, the answer lies in your mindset. Her decades of research have revealed that our beliefs about our potential, whether we see it as fixed or malleable, profoundly influence our behavior, resilience, and ultimately, our success. Dweck's work identifies two distinct mindsets. 1. Fixed mindset, the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and talents are static traits that cannot be changed. 2. Growth mindset, the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication, effort, and learning. These mindsets shape how we approach challenges, respond to failure, and pursue goals. People with a fixed mindset tend to avoid challenges, give up easily, and fear criticism. In contrast, those with a growth mindset embrace challenges, persist through obstacles, and view feedback as an opportunity to improve. In this chapter, we'll explore the science behind these mindsets, their impact on success, and actionable strategies to help you shift from a fixed mindset to a growth-oriented perspective. The science behind mindsets. To understand the power of mindset, let's start with the brain. Neuroscience shows that the brain is incredibly adaptable, a concept known as neuroplasticity. Every time you learn something new, your brain forms new neural connections. Over time, repeated practice strengthens these connections, making tasks easier and more automatic. For example, 1. When you first learned to ride a bike, your brain had to work hard to coordinate balance, pedaling, and steering. But with practice, these actions became second nature. 2. Similarly, when you tackle a challenging project at work or school, your brain grows stronger as you push through difficulties. People with a growth mindset embrace this idea. They see effort as a path to mastery. They understand that intelligence and skills are not fixed but can be developed over time. On the other hand, people with a fixed mindset believe their abilities are predetermined, leading them to avoid challenges and shy away from effort. Fixed mindset, the limiting belief. A fixed mindset is rooted in the belief that your qualities, such as intelligence, creativity, or athletic ability, are carved in stone. If you believe you're not good at math or not a natural leader, you're likely to avoid situations that challenge those beliefs. This avoidance limits your growth and reinforces the idea that your abilities are unchangeable. Here are some common characteristics of a fixed mindset. 1. Avoidance of challenges. People with a fixed mindset stick to what they know because they fear failure or looking incompetent. 2. Giving up. Easily, when faced with obstacles, they assume it's a sign of their inherent limitations. 3. Ignoring feedback. Criticism is seen as a personal attack rather than an opportunity to improve. 4. Feeling threatened by others' success. Instead of being inspired, they feel jealous or insecure when others achieve more. For example, 1. A student who believes they're bad at writing might skip opportunities to improve their skills, reinforcing their belief and limiting their potential. 2. An employee who thinks they're not a creative person might avoid brainstorming sessions, missing out on chances to contribute innovative ideas. Growth mindset, the path to mastery. A growth mindset, on the other hand, is based on the belief that abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to grow, failures as lessons, and feedback as a tool for improvement. They understand that success is not about being perfect, it's about progress. Here are some key characteristics of a growth mindset. 1. Embracing challenges. People with a growth mindset seek out difficult tasks because they know these experiences help them grow. 2. Persisting through obstacles. They view setbacks as temporary and use them as stepping stones to success. 3. Valuing effort. They believe that hard work and dedication lead to mastery regardless of where they start. 4. Learning from criticism. Feedback is seen as constructive and valuable, not as a personal attack. 5. Finding inspiration in others' success. They celebrate others' achievements and use them as motivation to improve themselves. For example, 1. A writer who receives negative feedback on their manuscript doesn't take it personally. They revise and refine their work until it shines. 2. An athlete who loses a competition analyzes their performance, identifies areas for improvement, and trains harder for the next event. The impact of mindset on success. Mindset doesn't just affect how we approach challenges, it influences every aspect of our lives, from relationships to careers. Here's how. Achievement. 1. Studies show that students with a growth mindset perform better academically because they're more willing to put in effort and seek help when needed. Similarly, employees with a growth mindset are more likely to take on leadership roles and innovate in their fields. Resilience. 1. People with a growth mindset bounce back from failure faster because they see it as part of the learning process. For instance, Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Relationships. 1. A growth mindset fosters healthier relationships because it encourages empathy, communication, and a willingness to work through conflicts. Instead of blaming others, individuals with a growth mindset focus on finding solutions. Leadership. 1. Leaders with a growth mindset inspire their teams to take risks, learn from mistakes, and strive for continuous improvement. They create environments where innovation thrives, shifting from a fixed to a growth mindset. If you recognize aspects of a fixed mindset in yourself, don't worry, it's never too late to change. Shifting to a growth mindset requires awareness, intention, and consistent effort. Here's how you can make the transition. Reframe failure as feedback 1. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of your abilities, see it as a source of valuable information. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I improve next time? Adopt a not yet mentality. 1. Replace phrases like, "I'm not good at this" with, "I'm not good at this yet." This simple shift emphasizes the possibility of growth and keeps you motivated. Celebrate effort, not just results won. Focus on the process rather than the outcome. Praise yourself and others for working hard, staying persistent, and trying new approaches, even if the results aren't immediate. Set learning goals. 1. Instead of setting performance-based goals, e.g., get an A on my test, set learning goals, e.g., understand the material deeply. This shifts your focus from proving yourself to improving yourself. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people. 1. Spend time with individuals who embody a growth mindset. Their attitudes and behaviors will inspire and reinforce your journey. Practice self-compassion. 1. Be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Acknowledge your efforts and remind yourself that growth takes time. Real-life examples of growth mindset. Let's look at some inspiring examples of individuals who embraced a growth mindset to achieve extraordinary success. Michael Jordan. 1. Often hailed as the greatest basketball player of all time, Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he used the rejection as fuel to work harder and prove himself. His relentless dedication transformed him into a global icon. J.K. Rowling. 1. Before publishing Harry Potter, Rowling faced numerous rejections from publishers. She didn't let these setbacks define her. Instead, she persisted until her manuscript found a home. Today, her books have sold over 500 million copies worldwide. Thomas Edison's journey to inventing the light bulb involved thousands of failed experiments. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His growth mindset allowed him to persevere and revolutionize the world. Angela Duckworth. First psychologist Angela Duckworth's research on grit highlights the importance of perseverance and passion for long-term goals. Her work underscores the idea that success is less about innate talent and more about sustained effort. Actionable tips for cultivating a growth mindset. Here are some practical steps you can take today to develop a growth mindset. 1. Reflect daily. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on your progress and identifying areas for improvement. 2. Seek feedback. Regularly, ask mentors, colleagues, or friends for constructive criticism and use it to grow. 3. Read about growth mindset. Explore books like Mindset by Carol Dweck or Grit by Angela Duckworth. 4th challenge, negative self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good at this," reframe it as, "I'm still learning, and I'll get better with practice." 5. Track your wins. Keep a journal of small victories to remind yourself of your progress and build confidence. Conclusion: embracing the journey. A growth mindset is more than just a belief. It's a way of life. It empowers you to see challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and effort as the key to mastery. By shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, you unlock your potential and open the door to endless possibilities. As you move forward, remember this: success is not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. In the next chapter, we'll explore how resilience and overcoming failure play a critical role in achieving lasting success. Chapter 4. Building Resilience and Overcoming Failure. The unavoidable truth: failure is part of success. Failure is one of the most feared words in our culture. It conjures images of disappointment, rejection, and defeat. But here's the truth: failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the path to it. Every successful person you admire has faced failure at some point in their journey. What sets them apart is not that they avoided failure, but how they responded to it. Resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks and adapt to adversity, is the key to turning failure into fuel for growth. It's what allows us to keep moving forward when life throws obstacles in our way. In this chapter, we'll explore the science of resilience, why failure is so valuable, and practical strategies to help you build the mental toughness needed to overcome challenges. What is resilience? Resilience is the capacity to withstand stress, adapt to change, and recover from adversity. It's not about avoiding pain or hardship. It's about developing the strength to face difficulties head-on and emerge stronger on the other side. Resilient people don't see failure as the end. They see it as a lesson and an opportunity to grow. Psychologists identify several components of resilience. 1. Optimism, the belief that things will improve even in difficult times. 2. Problem-solving skills, the ability to approach challenges with a solution-oriented mindset. 3. Emotional regulation, managing emotions like fear, anger, and frustration in healthy ways. 4. Support systems, having strong relationships with friends, family, or mentors who provide encouragement and guidance. 5. Purpose and meaning, a sense of purpose that motivates you to persevere even when the going gets tough. Each of these components can be cultivated with practice. Let's explore them in detail. Why failure is essential for growth. Failure is often misunderstood. Many people view it as a reflection of their worth or abilities, but in reality, it's an inevitable part of learning and growth. Here's why failure is so valuable. It teaches lessons you can't learn any other way. 1. Some of life's most important lessons come from making mistakes. For example, 1. A failed business venture might teach you critical skills in financial management or customer service. 2. A rejected job application might push you to refine your resume or interview techniques. It builds resilience. 1. Each time you face a setback and overcome it, you strengthen your ability to handle future challenges. Like a muscle, resilience grows stronger with use. It sparks creativity. 1. When things don't go as planned, you're forced to think outside the box. Constraints often lead to innovation. For instance, 1. James Dyson created 5,126 failed prototypes before perfecting his bagless vacuum cleaner. 2. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he founded, only to return years later and revolutionize the tech industry. It keeps you humble. 1. Failure reminds us that we're human and fallible. This humility fosters empathy and makes us more relatable to others. It clarifies what truly matters. 1. Setbacks force us to reevaluate our priorities and focus on what's most important. They strip away distractions and reveal our core values. The science behind resilience research shows that resilience is not an innate trait. It's a skill that can be developed. Neuroscientists have discovered that the brain is highly adaptable thanks to a phenomenon called neuroplasticity. This means that every time you face a challenge and push through it, your brain rewires itself to become more resilient. For example, 1. Soldiers who undergo rigorous training develop heightened stress tolerance because their brains adapt to high-pressure situations. 2. Athletes who train consistently improve their mental toughness by repeatedly pushing past physical and emotional limits. Additionally, studies show that resilient individuals tend to share certain habits and mindsets. 1. They practice gratitude, focusing on what's going well rather than dwelling on problems. 2. They maintain a positive outlook, believing that challenges are temporary and surmountable. 3. They seek support from others, recognizing that they don't have to face adversity alone. Strategies for building resilience. Here are some science-backed strategies to help you build resilience and overcome failure. Reframe your perspective on failure. 1. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your abilities, view it as feedback. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I improve next time? For example, 1. If you fail a test, analyze which topics you struggled with and create a study plan. 2. If a project doesn't go as planned, identify areas for improvement and adjust your approach. Practice gratitude. 1. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. Keep a daily gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're thankful for. This simple practice has been shown to reduce stress and increase happiness. Develop problem-solving skills. When faced with a challenge, break it down into smaller, manageable steps. For example, 1. If you're overwhelmed by a big project, create a timeline with specific milestones. 2. If you're dealing with a conflict, brainstorm potential solutions and evaluate their pros and cons. Build a strong support system. 1. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. Lean on friends, family, mentors, or colleagues during tough times. Sharing your struggles with others can lighten the load and provide fresh perspectives. Cultivate emotional awareness. 1. Learn to recognize and manage your emotions. Techniques like mindfulness meditation, deep breathing, and journaling can help you stay calm under pressure. Focus on what you can control. 1. While you can't control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. Focus your energy on actions within your power, such as improving your skills, seeking advice, or adjusting your mindset. Celebrate small wins. 1. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Celebrate each step forward to stay motivated. For example, 1. If you're trying to build a new habit, reward yourself for completing it consistently for a week. 2. If you're recovering from a setback, acknowledge the effort you've put into bouncing back. Real-life examples of resilience. Let's look at some inspiring examples of individuals who overcame incredible adversity to achieve greatness. Walt Disney 1. Before founding Disneyland, Walt Disney faced numerous failures. He was fired from a newspaper job for lacking imagination and went bankrupt multiple times. Yet, he persisted, eventually creating one of the most beloved entertainment empires in history. Oprah Winfrey 1. Oprah grew up in poverty and faced countless rejections early in her career. She was told she wasn't fit for television and was fired from her first job as a news anchor. Despite these setbacks, she built a media empire and became one of the most influential figures in the world. Nelson Mandela 1. Mandela spent 27 years in prison for fighting against apartheid in South Africa. Instead of becoming bitter, he used his time to reflect, learn, and prepare for leadership. Upon his release, he played a pivotal role in ending apartheid and became the country's first black president. J.K. Rowling 1. Before publishing Harry Potter, Rowling was a struggling single mother living on welfare. Her manuscript was rejected by 12 publishers before Bloomsbury finally accepted it. Today, she's one of the best-selling authors of all time. Thomas Edison, first Edison, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His persistence led to the invention of the light bulb, phonograph, and motion picture camera, among other groundbreaking innovations. Overcoming the fear of failure. One of the biggest barriers to resilience is the fear of failure. This fear can paralyze us, preventing us from taking risks or pursuing our goals. Here's how to overcome it. Normalize failure. 1. Remind yourself that failure is a universal experience. Everyone, from CEOs to artists to athletes, has failed at some point. It's part of the process. Set realistic expectations. 1. Don't expect perfection. Understand that mistakes are inevitable and that they don't define your worth. Visualize success. 1. Imagine yourself overcoming challenges and achieving your goals. Visualization can boost confidence and reduce anxiety. Take calculated risks. 1. Start small by taking risks in low-stakes situations. As you build confidence, gradually take on bigger challenges. Focus on effort, not outcome. 1. Reward yourself for trying, regardless of the result. This shifts your focus from external validation to internal satisfaction. Actionable tips for building resilience. Here are some practical steps you can take today to strengthen your resilience. 1. Create a failure journal. Write down your setbacks and the lessons you learned from them. Review it regularly to remind yourself of your progress. 2. Practice mindfulness. Spend 5 to 10 minutes daily meditating or focusing on your breath to reduce stress and increase self-awareness. 3. Exercise regularly. Physical activity boosts mood, reduces anxiety, and improves cognitive function. 4. Seek mentorship. Find someone who has overcome similar challenges and learn from their experiences. 5. Volunteer or help others. Helping others builds empathy and provides perspective on your struggles. Conclusion. Turning failure into fuel. Failure is not the enemy, it's the teacher. By embracing failure and building resilience, you equip yourself with the tools needed to navigate life's challenges and achieve lasting success. Remember, resilience isn't about never falling. It's about getting back up every time you do. As you move forward, carry this thought with you. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. In the next chapter, we'll explore the role of discipline and consistency in achieving your goals. Chapter 5. The role of discipline and consistency. The secret sauce of success. The myth of motivation. We've all been there, feeling inspired after reading a motivational book, watching an inspiring video, or attending a life-changing seminar. You're fired up, ready to conquer the world. But then, life happens. The initial spark fades, and you find yourself back in your old routines, wondering why you couldn't sustain that burst of energy. Here's the truth. Motivation is fleeting. It's like a flame. It burns brightly for a moment, but can easily be extinguished by obstacles, distractions, or fatigue. Relying on motivation alone to achieve your goals is like building a house on sand. It won't last. What truly drives success is something far more reliable: discipline. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's the quiet, consistent effort that builds momentum over time. And when paired with consistency, it becomes a powerful force that can transform your life. In this chapter, we'll explore why discipline trumps motivation, how small, consistent actions lead to extraordinary results, and practical strategies to help you stay disciplined and consistent on your journey to success. Why discipline trumps motivation. Motivation is great for getting started, but discipline is what keeps you going. Here's why. Motivation is unpredictable. 1. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you wake up feeling unstoppable. Other days you struggle to get out of bed. Discipline, on the other hand, doesn't depend on your mood. It's a choice, a commitment to take action regardless of how you feel. Discipline builds momentum. 1. Every time you follow through on a task, no matter how small, you build momentum. This momentum creates a sense of accomplishment, which fuels further action. Over time, discipline becomes easier because you've created a habit loop, as we discussed in Chapter 1. Discipline creates freedom. 1. Paradoxically, discipline gives you freedom. When you consistently make choices aligned with your goals, you free yourself from the guilt and regret of procrastination. For example, 1. If you consistently save money, you gain financial freedom. 2. If you consistently exercise, you gain physical freedom and health. Discipline leads to mastery. 1. Mastery doesn't come from sporadic bursts of effort. It comes from showing up day after day, even when it's hard. As Aristotle famously said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The power of consistency. Discipline without consistency is like planting seeds, but never watering them. You won't see results. Consistency is the glue that holds everything together. It's the daily practice of taking small, deliberate steps toward your goals. Over time, these small actions compound into extraordinary outcomes. Consider this analogy. Imagine you're trying to dig a well. If you dig 1 foot per day, you'll eventually hit water. But if you dig sporadically, 5 feet one day, then nothing for weeks, you'll never reach your goal. Consistency ensures steady progress, even if the results aren't immediately visible. Here's why consistency is so powerful. It builds trust in yourself. 1. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, you build self-trust. You prove to yourself that you're reliable and capable of achieving your goals. It creates compound growth. 1. Just as small investments grow through compound interest, small daily actions lead to exponential results. For example, 1. Writing 200 words a day adds up to a 50,000-word book in less than a year. 2. Saving $10 a day could grow into thousands of dollars over time. It reduces overwhelm. 1. Breaking big goals into small, manageable tasks makes them less intimidating. Instead of focusing on the result, you focus on the next step. This reduces stress and increases the likelihood of success. It reinforces habits. 1. Consistency turns behaviors into habits. Once a behavior becomes automatic, it requires less effort and willpower to maintain. Why discipline is hard and how to make it easier. Let's face it, discipline isn't easy. It requires saying no to instant gratification and delaying rewards. But here's the good news. Discipline is like a muscle. It gets stronger with practice. Here are some strategies to make discipline easier. Start small. 1. Big goals can feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination. Instead, start with tiny actions that are so easy you can't say no. For example, 1. If your goal is to read more, commit to reading just 1 page a day. 2. If your goal is to exercise, start with 5 minutes of stretching. Create clear systems. 1. Goals are important, but systems are what drive progress. A system is a repeatable process that helps you achieve your goals. For example, 1. If your goal is to write a book, your system might include writing for 30 minutes every morning. 2. If your goal is to lose weight, your system might include meal prepping on Sundays and exercising 3 times a week. Eliminate distractions. 1. Discipline thrives in an environment free of distractions. Identify what typically derails you and remove it. For example, 1. Turn off notifications while working. 2. Keep your phone in another room during focused tasks. Use accountability 1. Share your goals with a friend, join a community, or hire a coach to keep you accountable. Knowing someone is counting on you can boost your commitment. Reward progress 1. Celebrate small wins along the way to stay motivated. Rewards reinforce positive behavior and make discipline feel less punishing. For example, 1. Treat yourself to a favorite snack after completing a task. 2. Take a break to watch an episode of your favorite show after finishing a project. Focus on the process, not the outcome 1. Instead of obsessing over results, focus on the daily actions that lead to those results. This mindset reduces pressure and makes discipline feel more sustainable. The science behind discipline and consistency research shows that discipline and consistency are key predictors of success. Here's what science tells us. Willpower is limited, but renewable 1. Psychologists Roy Baumeister and Kathleen Vohs discovered that willpower is a finite resource, much like a battery. However, it can be recharged through rest, nutrition, and mindfulness practices. This is why it's important to conserve willpower by automating decisions, e.g., creating routines. Habits. Reduce cognitive load. 1. Once a behavior becomes a habit, it requires less mental energy to perform. This frees up cognitive resources for other tasks, making discipline easier over time. Consistency rewires the brain. 1. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt, means that consistent actions create new neural pathways. Over time, these pathways become stronger, making disciplined behaviors feel natural. Small wins build confidence. 1. Studies show that achieving small, incremental goals boosts self-efficacy, the belief in your ability to succeed. This confidence encourages you to tackle bigger challenges. Real-life examples of discipline and consistency. Let's look at some inspiring examples of individuals who achieved greatness through discipline and consistency. Jerry Seinfeld. 1. Comedian Jerry Seinfeld credits his success to a simple habit: writing jokes every day. He marked each day he wrote with a red X on his calendar, creating a chain of productivity. His advice? Don't break the chain. Stephen King. 1. Best-selling author. Stephen King writes 2,000 words every single day, no matter what. This discipline has allowed him to publish over 60 novels and countless short stories. Michael Phelps, first Olympic swimmer, Michael Phelps maintained a rigorous training schedule, practicing in the pool for hours every day. His dedication to consistency helped him win 28 Olympic medals. Warren Buffett. 1. One of the most successful investors of all time, Warren Buffett attributes his success to discipline and patience. He spends hours every day reading and researching, a habit he's maintained for decades. Kobe Bryant was known for his relentless work ethic. He arrived at practice hours before his teammates and stayed late to perfect his skills. His Mamba mentality exemplifies the power of discipline. Actionable tips for staying disciplined and consistent. Here are some practical steps you can take today to strengthen your discipline and consistency. 1. Set SMART goals. Ensure your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. 2. Track your progress. Use a habit tracker app or journal to monitor your consistency. 3. Create a routine. Design a daily schedule that includes time for your most important tasks. 4. Prioritize sleep and nutrition. Physical well-being supports mental discipline. 5. Practice self-compassion. Don't beat yourself up for occasional slip-ups. Acknowledge the setback, learn from it, and move forward. 6. Visualize success. Spend a few minutes each day imagining yourself achieving your goals. This boosts motivation and reinforces discipline. Conclusion: discipline is the foundation of success. Discipline and consistency are the unsung heroes of success. They may not be glamorous, but they're the foundation upon which all achievements are built. By committing to small, deliberate actions every day, you create a ripple effect that leads to extraordinary results. Remember, success isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing the right things consistently. As you move forward, focus on building systems, staying disciplined, and celebrating progress. In the next chapter, we'll explore practical tools and strategies to help you implement everything you've learned so far. Chapter 6: Practical Tools and Strategies for Success. Turning Theory into Action, from Knowledge to Action. Bridging the Gap. By now, you've learned the science behind success, how habits shape your daily life, how emotional intelligence strengthens relationships, how a growth mindset unlocks potential, how resilience helps you overcome failure, and how discipline and consistency drive progress. But knowledge alone isn't enough. The real magic happens when you take action. In this chapter, we'll explore practical tools and strategies to help you apply these principles in your everyday life. Whether you're looking to advance in your career, improve your health, or simply become the best version of yourself, these tools will equip you with the resources you need to succeed. 1. Tools for building better habits. Habits are the foundation of success, but building them requires intention and structure. Here are some tools and strategies to help you create positive routines. Habit trackers. 1. Tracking your habits provides accountability and motivation. Use apps like Habitica, Streaks, or Habitbull to monitor your progress. Alternatively, use a simple calendar or journal to mark each day you complete a habit. The if-then technique. 1. Plan for obstacles by creating if-then scenarios. For example, 1. If I feel too tired to exercise after work, then I'll do a 10-minute yoga session at home. 2. If I'm tempted to check social media during work hours, then I'll set a timer for focused work instead. Environment design. 1. Your surroundings play a crucial role in shaping your habits. Make it easier to stick to your goals by designing your environment for success. For example, 1. Place healthy snacks on your kitchen counter and hide junk food. 2. Leave your running shoes by the door to remind yourself to go for a jog. 3. Remove distractions like your phone while working. Stacking habits. 1. Pair a new habit with an existing one to make it easier to remember. For example, 1. After brushing your teeth, existing habit, meditate for 2 minutes, new habit. 2. After finishing dinner, existing habit, write in your journal for 5 minutes, new habit. Celebrate small wins. 1. Reward yourself for completing tasks to reinforce positive behavior. For example, 1. Treat yourself to a favorite snack after completing a workout. 2. Take a moment to reflect on how good it feels to stick to your routine. 2. Tools for boosting emotional intelligence. EQ. Emotional intelligence is a skill that can be developed with practice. Here are some tools and exercises to help you sharpen your EQ. Daily Reflection Journal. 1. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day reflecting on your emotions and interactions. Ask yourself, 1. What emotions did I experience today? 2. How did my emotions influence my decisions and behavior? 3. How could I have handled a challenging situation differently? Active listening exercises. 1. Practice listening without interrupting. Focus on understanding the other person's perspective before responding. For example, 1. Paraphrase what the other person said to ensure you understood correctly. 2. Ask open-ended questions like, how did that make you feel? Mindfulness meditation. 1. Mindfulness practices help you become more aware of your emotions and reactions. Apps like Headspace, Calm, or Insight Timer offer guided meditations to reduce stress and increase self-awareness. Empathy. Mapping 1. When dealing with conflicts or misunderstandings, use empathy mapping to understand others' perspectives. Ask yourself, 1. What might the other person be feeling? 2. What are their needs and concerns? 3. How can I address those needs effectively? Feedback. Loops. 1. Seek constructive feedback from trusted friends, family members, or colleagues. Use their insights to identify blind spots and areas for improvement. 3. Tools for cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset thrives on effort, learning, and persistence. Here are some tools to help you embrace challenges and view failures as opportunities. Reframe negative self-talk. 1. Replace fixed mindset phrases with growth-oriented ones. For example, 1. Instead of saying, I'm not good at this, say, I'm still learning and I'll get better with practice. 2. Instead of saying, I failed, say, this is a chance to learn and improve. Learning goals versus performance goals. 1. Shift your focus from proving yourself to improving yourself. For example, 1. Instead of aiming to get an A on the test, aim to understand the material deeply. 2. Instead of trying to win the competition, focus on giving your best effort. Failure Journal 1. Keep a journal where you document setbacks and the lessons you learned from them. Review it regularly to remind yourself of your progress and resilience. Growth-oriented reading 1. Surround yourself with books, podcasts, and content that inspire a growth mindset. Some recommendations include 1. Mindset by Carol Dweck. 2. Grit by Angela Duckworth. 3. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Celebrate effort, not just results. 4. Tools for building resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity. Here are some tools to help you strengthen your mental toughness. Gratitude. Practice. 1. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. Keep a daily gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're thankful for. This simple practice has been shown to reduce stress and increase happiness. Visualization. Exercises 1. Visualize yourself overcoming challenges and achieving your goals. Imagine every detail, the sights, sounds, and feelings of success. Visualization boosts confidence and reduces anxiety. Physical activity. 1. Exercise is a powerful tool for building resilience. Physical activity releases endorphins, which improve mood and reduce stress. Whether it's running, yoga, or dancing, find an activity you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Problem-solving frameworks. 1. When faced with a challenge, break it down into smaller steps using frameworks like 1. SWOT analysis. Identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. 2.5. WISE technique. Ask why 5 times to uncover the root cause of a problem. Support networks 1. Build a strong support system of friends, family, mentors, or colleagues who can encourage and guide you during tough times. Sharing your struggles with others can lighten the load and provide fresh perspectives. 5. Tools for staying disciplined and consistent. Discipline and consistency are the backbone of long-term success. Here are some tools to help you stay on track. Time blocking 1. Allocate specific blocks of time for your most important tasks. Use tools like Google Calendar, Notion, or Trello to organize your schedule and prioritize your goals. The 2-minute rule: 1. Start small by committing to actions that take less than 2 minutes to complete. For example, 1. If your goal is to read more, commit to reading just one paragraph. 2. If your goal is to exercise, start by putting on your workout clothes. Accountability. Partners. 1. Share your goals with a friend, join a community, or hire a coach to keep you accountable. Knowing someone is counting on you can boost your commitment. Focus techniques. 1. Use techniques like the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused work followed by a 5-minute break, to maintain productivity and avoid burnout. Review and reflect. 1. At the end of each week, review your progress and adjust your plans as needed. Celebrate wins, identify challenges, and set intentions for the week ahead. 6. Technology tools to support success. Leverage technology to streamline your efforts and stay organized. Here are some recommended apps and platforms. 1. Productivity tools. 1. Todoist. Organize tasks and projects with ease. 2. Notion. Create customizable notes, databases, and workflows. 3. Evernote. Capture ideas, articles, and research in one place. 2. Habit and goal trackers. 1. Habitica. Gamify your habits and turn productivity into a game. 2. Streaks. Build streaks of consistency for your daily habits. 3. Loop. Habit tracker. Track habits over time and visualize your progress. 3. Mindfulness and meditation. 1. Headspace. Guided meditations for stress reduction and focus. 2. Calm. Sleep stories, breathing exercises, and relaxation techniques. 3. Insight. Timer. Thousands of free meditations and courses. 4th. Learning platforms. 1st. Coursera. Access online courses from top universities. 2nd Masterclass. Learn from world-renowned experts in various fields. 3. Duolingo. Learn a new language through gamified lessons. 5. Financial tools. 1. YNAB. You need a budget, manage your finances, and save consistently. 2. Mint. Track spending, create budgets, and monitor investments. 7. Daily routines of highly successful people. Here are some examples of routines you can adapt to fit your lifestyle. 1. Morning routine. 1. Wake up early and spend 10 minutes meditating or journaling. 2. Exercise for 20 to 30 minutes to boost energy and focus. 3. Eat a nutritious breakfast to fuel your day. 2nd workday routine. First, start with your most important task during your peak energy hours. 2. Use time blocking to stay focused and avoid multitasking. 3. Take short breaks every hour to recharge. 3rd evening routine. First, reflect on your day and write down 3 things you're grateful for. 2. Prepare for tomorrow by reviewing your schedule and setting priorities. 3. Wind down with a relaxing activity like reading or stretching. Conclusion. Your toolkit for success. Success is not a mystery, it's a process. By equipping yourself with the right tools and strategies, you can turn theory into action and achieve your goals. Remember, the journey to success is not about perfection, it's about progress. Every small step you take brings you closer to the life you envision. As you move forward, revisit these tools and strategies whenever you need guidance or inspiration. You now have everything you need to build habits, sharpen your EQ, adopt a growth mindset, overcome failure, and stay disciplined. In the next chapter, we'll wrap up our journey with a final reflection and call to action. Conclusion. Your path forward. Unlocking the science of success. Reflecting on the journey. Congratulations, you've made it to the end of this journey. Together, we've explored the science behind success and uncovered the 3 pillars that form its foundation: habits, emotional intelligence, EQ, and mindset. Along the way, we've also delved into the importance of resilience, discipline, and consistency, as well as practical tools and strategies to help you implement these principles in your daily life. But now comes the most important part: taking what you've learned and applying it to your own life. Knowledge is only valuable when it's put into action. So let's take a moment to reflect on the key lessons and how they can guide you moving forward. The three pillars of success habits, the invisible architecture of your life. 1. Habits are the small, consistent actions that shape who you are and what you achieve. By understanding the habit loop, cue, routine, reward, and implementing strategies like starting small, stacking habits, and designing your environment, you can create routines that align with your goals. Remember, success is not about doing everything perfectly. It's about making progress one step at a time. Emotional intelligence, EQ, the hidden key to connection. 1. EQ is the ability to understand and manage your emotions, as well as the emotions of others. It's what allows you to build strong relationships, navigate challenges, and lead with empathy. By cultivating self-awareness, practicing active listening, and developing social skills, you can unlock deeper connections and greater fulfillment in all areas of life. Mindset, the lens through which you see the world. Your mindset determines how you approach challenges, respond to failure, and pursue growth. A fixed mindset limits your potential, while a growth mindset opens the door to endless possibilities. By reframing failure as feedback, embracing effort as the path to mastery, and celebrating progress, you can transform obstacles into opportunities. The power of resilience, discipline, and consistency. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's built through resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks, and sustained by discipline and consistency. These qualities ensure that you stay committed to your goals, even when motivation wanes. Remember, 1. Resilience teaches you to see failure as a stepping stone, not a roadblock. 2. Discipline empowers you to take action even when you don't feel like it. 3. Consistency compounds over time, turning small actions into extraordinary results. A call to action. Start today. Now that you have the tools and strategies to succeed, it's time to take action. Here's how you can begin. Choose one area to focus on. 1. Don't try to overhaul your entire life at once. Pick one area, whether it's building a new habit, improving your EQ, or adopting a growth mindset, and commit to making progress in that area. For example, 1. If you want to build better habits, start with something small, like drinking more water or journaling for 5 minutes a day. 2. If you want to boost your EQ, practice active listening during conversations or spend time reflecting on your emotions each evening. Set SMART goals. 1. Define clear, actionable goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, 1. Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," say, "I will exercise for 30 minutes 3 times a week for the next month." Track your progress. 1. Use habit trackers, journals, or apps to monitor your progress. Seeing your streaks of consistency can be incredibly motivating and encourage you to keep going. Find accountability. 1. Share your goals with a friend, join a community, or hire a coach to keep you accountable. Knowing someone is counting on you can boost your commitment. Celebrate small wins. 1. Reward yourself for completing tasks to reinforce positive behavior. Celebrating progress keeps you motivated and reminds you of how far you've come. The ripple effect of success. When you commit to personal growth, the benefits extend far beyond yourself. Your habits, mindset, and emotional intelligence influence those around you, your family, friends, colleagues, and community. By becoming the best version of yourself, you inspire others to do the same. Success is contagious. Consider this. Every action you take creates a ripple effect. When you wake up early to work on your goals, you inspire someone else to do the same. When you handle a difficult situation with grace and empathy, you set an example for others to follow. By focusing on your growth, you contribute to a culture of positivity and progress. Overcoming self-doubt and staying committed. It's natural to feel doubt or fear as you embark on this journey. Change is uncomfortable, and growth requires stepping outside your comfort zone. But remember, 1. You are capable. Every challenge you've faced has prepared you for this moment. Trust in your ability to adapt and grow. 2. Progress takes time. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every step forward. 3. Failure is part of the process. Don't let setbacks derail you. Learn from them, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. Whenever you feel discouraged, revisit this book. Remind yourself of the tools and strategies you've learned and use them to reignite your momentum. A final thought. Success is a choice. Success is not something that happens to you, it's something you create. It's the result of deliberate choices, consistent effort, and unwavering belief in your potential. Every decision you make, no matter how small, shapes the trajectory of your life. As you move forward, carry this thought with you. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's about making intentional choices every day to move closer to your goals. It's about embracing challenges, learning from failures, and staying committed to the process. Your next steps. Here's a quick checklist to help you stay on track. 1. Write down your goals. Be specific about what you want to achieve and why. 2. Create a plan. Break your goals into smaller, manageable steps. 3. Build systems. Design routines and processes that support your goals. 4. Stay accountable. Share your progress with someone who can keep you motivated. 5. Review. Regularly, reflect on your journey weekly or monthly to celebrate wins and adjust your approach. Inspiration to keep you going to close. Here are some inspiring quotes to remind you of your power to succeed. 1. The future depends on what you do today. Mahatma Gandhi. 2. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you're doing. Pele. 3. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. 4. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Sam Levinson.